Late last year, I showed you 25 cozy games due to be released in 2024 that I think are essential for your wish list. And today, I've got even more. First up, Space Chef. The premise of the game is simple. You're an aspiring chef in space. Cooking games have been all the rage lately, with releases like Cuisineer and Venba proving really popular last year. In this 2D adventure game, you'll explore alien planets, harvesting ingredients which you will use to cook dishes that you will then deliver to your customers. What I really like about this game is that it uses the space setting to its full advantage. You'll be seeking out the best and most exotic ingredients, and that could be a dangerous task. If you survive gathering everything you need, you'll cook up dishes that are worlds away from our earthly fish and chips, and when it's time to deliver, you'll be racing against time as you are chased by space pirates. I know this is a lot more action-packed than the games I usually cover, and it may not be for everyone, but I think it looks really fun. If you're looking for something different to try, definitely put Space Chef on your wish list as it's due to be released on PC sometime in 2024. Last year I played the demo of Hairdresser Simulator and made this delightful monstrosity. If I had a day job, I'd quit it immediately. This game is coming from the publishers of one of my favourite franchises, House Flipper, and it definitely has some elements of House Flipper style gameplay in it. You'll be opening your very own salon, which you'll need to clean and tidy before you decorate to your heart's content. And of course you'll get to create your own weird and wacky hairstyles on your customers, or completely normal ones if you're that way inclined. Honestly, Hairdresser Simulator doesn't need much explanation. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be, and if, like me, you're a fan of simulation games, you'll want to put this one on your wish list immediately. It's due to be released on PC in the first quarter of 2024, so hopefully we won't have too long to wait. Of course, we can't talk about upcoming cozy games without mentioning at least one cute and colourful life sim. In Cupid Island, you play as, well, a Cupid. No prizes for guessing that this game is all about matchmaking. Create perfect couples, bring them to live on Cupid Island, and collect the love, joy, passion, and other good feelings they produce to expand and customise the land. And guess what? This game will support mods. I'll be the first to admit that I have no idea how to go about making a mod, but there are plenty of people who do, and that means there'll be potential for a whole universe of customisation. As well as all that, you will of course be able to farm, fish, cook, and even play soccer. So there'll be no room for boredom in this game. Cupid Island is due to be released on PC in May 2024. In Botany Manor, you'll play as a retired botanist in the 19th century, exploring a beautiful English manor and solving puzzles by growing plants. Now, I love plants, but I can't even keep a cactus alive, so I'll take any opportunity to grow something lovely that I cannot kill. If you feel the same way, and also happen to love a good puzzle, this game definitely belongs on your wish list. The game is all about exploring the manor and using your research to determine each plant's ideal habitat. Once you do that, you can grow the plants and discover their mysterious qualities. While doing all this, you'll learn more about your character Arabella and the challenges she faced as a woman working in a scientific field in the 19th century. Last year I played a lovely puzzle game called Escape from Mistwood Mansion, and looking at the trailer I think this game has similar vibes. It looks beautiful, relaxing and absorbing. Botany Manor is due to be released on PC and consoles in the second quarter of 2024. Little Sim World is another cute and colourful life sim, and this one is set in London, baby. Even though I'm from the good old UK, I don't spend much time in London because it's a bit too people-y for me. However, it's a really cool place, so I love the idea of being able to live there virtually. What really excites me about this game is the developer has surveyed over 10,000 hardcore life sim fans to determine all the most beloved and essential features of the genre and pack them into one game. You'll be able to go shopping, get a haircut, dine out or cook at home, build skills, and loads more. You can even get a job to earn money to fund all these activities. On top of that, you'll need to manage your character's needs like hunger and energy. You can collect items to donate to the museum. There'll be weather and seasons. Romance is planned to be added in the future, and there are even little police officers. And of course, you'll be able to customise your home and your character. This game promises so much, and if it can deliver on those promises, it could shape up to be one of the best life sims we've ever seen. Little Sim World is due to be released on PC in the third quarter of 2024. Our next game is actually already out on PlayStation, and it's already created a lot of hype, but this year it will be coming to PC as well. Chia is an absolutely stunning game set in an archipelago inspired by New Caledonia. You play as Chia, who is on a quest to rescue her father from the archipelago's evil ruler. What looks really exciting is that there are so many methods of travel. You'll be able to sail in a boat, run, swim, glide, climb, and even take control of any animal or object in the environment. There look to be loads of possibilities when it comes to this last ability, and you can use it not just to get around, but to solve puzzles as well. And if all that's not enough, you'll also have your very own ukulele, aka one of the best instruments in the world, which you will use to complete rhythm sections of the game, among other things. If you love adventure games where you get to explore beautiful settings, you'll definitely want to add Chia to your wishlist, as it comes to PC in March 2024. The Ranchers has everything your standard farming sim has to offer, plus loads more besides. Of course, you'll be able to raise animals, grow crops, fish and mine, but you'll also be able to build your own house, travel around via horse, yacht or pickup truck among others, and complete trade guild challenges every real-world season. And what's more, you can also invite up to 3 friends to visit your ranch. But the online play capabilities don't end there. You can also sell resources to other players via the online auction market. As well as online play, you can of course befriend and even romance a cast of diverse NPCs. The developers are even promising new content every month, which is a tall order, but if they can pull it off, it will surely keep players coming back for more. The Ranchers is set to release on PC sometime in 2024. Our next game is actually already out now in early access on PC and Xbox, having released on January 19th, and is already proving super popular. I'm a long-term Pokemon fan, but in recent years the franchise has started to lose its hold on me. I just haven't enjoyed the Switch games quite as much as the handheld versions that came before. Palworld is clearly Pokemon inspired, but it looks to be so much more than just a clone. You'll live alongside your pals in a dangerous environment where you can use them to fight, farm or work in factories. While the pals look super cute, it seems this game has a dark side as you can actually eat them, and the description on Steam suggests you might have to do that in order to survive. Okay, so maybe the coziness level of this particular game might be up for debate. It looks like you can even work your pals to death if you so wish, so there's definitely an option to choose chaos. However, they can also help you out on your farm, produce electricity or make fire, and there are even endangered pals who live in wildlife sanctuaries. You can steal these endangered species and sell them for a profit, but let's just brush that under the carpet for now. I think what draws me to this game is that it has all the cuteness and excitement of Pokemon, while allowing for the twisted possibilities of The Sims, for example. So whether you want to choose peace or chaos, check out Palworld. It's out now on PC and Xbox in early access. And now for a completely different vibe. The Plucky Squire involves jumping between the 2D world of a storybook and the real 3D world, playing as a storybook character named Jot, who faces a fearsome foe called Humgrump. Jot will need to save his friends from Humgrump by solving puzzles, flying with a jetpack, boxing badgers, apparently, and much more. I don't know too much more about the game at this stage, but it looks really colourful and fun, and it's refreshing to have something different to look forward to. The Plucky Squire is due to release on PC and consoles sometime in 2024. Next on the list we have Ages of Kataria, which is described as a village story generator. The mysterious land of Kataria was once home to an ancient civilization before it disappeared, only to be rediscovered hundreds of years later. You can play as either a human or an elf who is looking to build a new life for themselves in Kataria. You'll need to take care of your villagers' needs as well as build their skills, such as farming, hunting and mining, through a variety of minigames. You can also customise all your town's buildings and take part in quests in the form of interactive short stories. The two ancestries, human and elf, each have different building aesthetics, different life events and different resources, which should definitely give the game some replayability value. Ages of Kataria is set to release on PC and Switch in the first quarter of 2024. If you've ever wanted to be an explorer, then Townseek might be the game for you. Fly across a beautifully hand-drawn world, discover unique locations and trade with a variety of fun characters. As you travel and trade, you'll complete your journal, recording your memories, tracking collections and uncovering the lost legacy of Sir Reginald Sharkingston. And if you feel like doing something different, you can fish, mine and even farm for exotic fruits. But by far the most exciting aspect of the game for me is the customisable airship. I cannot express how much I want one in real life. Townseek is due to release on PC in 2024 and on consoles at some point in the future. However, you can check it out right now by playing the free demo on Steam. Speaking of sailing through the sky, our next game is Loft, a sandbox survival game that takes place on a group of islands floating around an eternal hurricane. If that's not cool enough, you get to build your base, which is an island that you can sail across the world to discover new islands, find new resources, upgrade your equipment, and even fight off the fungus that contaminates some of the islands. On your base you can craft buildings, farm and raise animals. And if you get bored of sailing a literal island, you can also travel via glider. If you're feeling brave, you can even travel to the eye of the hurricane and see what you discover there. And you can do all this alone or with up to 7 friends in co-op mode. Loft is due to be released on PC sometime in 2024. If you're looking for a farming sim with a difference, then look no further than Lightyear Frontier, where you'll build your homestead on a distant alien planet with the help of your mech. That's right, you'll have a mech. The game is set in a gorgeous open world, where as well as farming alien crops, you can customise and upgrade your mech, clean up the environment and trade your crops or recycle them into building materials. But you won't just be restricted to your homestead, you can also explore the wilderness to uncover the planet's ancient secrets. And if you fancy it, you can invite up to 3 friends to build, farm and explore with you. This is actually one of the games I'm most excited about on this list. I love farming sims, and the opportunity to play a new one that brings some innovation to the genre and has a beautiful setting is one I cannot pass up. If you feel the same way, add Lightyear Frontier to your wishlist right now, as it's due to come to PC and Xbox in early access in March 2024. The Mermaids Tongue is an adventure game where you must solve a murder mystery. The victim is the captain of the world's strangest submarine, who some say was a time traveller or even a vampire. Magnus Mortuga was found alone aboard the Mortuga, locked in a room with only a mysterious ancient cauldron for company. Explore the submarine, find clues and piece together what happened to this enigmatic captain. I'm really intrigued by this game, as the trailer and Steam description don't give too much away, but it definitely has the vibes of Jules Verne-inspired sci-fi mixed with fantasy and magic. And while it doesn't say so in the description, This is actually the third instalment of a series of puzzle adventure games starring Detective Grimoire. I haven't played either of the first two games, but they both have overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and the awesome art style of the second game appears to have been carried over to the Mermaids Tongue. The game is due to release on PC sometime in 2024, but you can try out the free demo on Steam right now. Sunnyside is an RPG farming sim set in rural Japan where your aim is to be self-sufficient, using technology to help you grow your own food, generate your own power and collect your own water. And for that unique taste of Japan, you'll also be able to ferment your own soy sauce, as well as grinding flour and making cheese and other ingredients to cook in your kitchen. And since the game is about self-sufficiency, there are no shipping containers. And of course, there will be a variety of NPCs for you to befriend, romance or attend events with. It's definitely the Japanese setting that sets this game apart from other farming sims, so I hope that the game uses that to its full advantage to make an immersive experience that stands out in a sea of farming games. Sunnyside is due to be released on PC and consoles sometime in 2024. Just a quick break to ask, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for a variety of cozy gaming content. Thank you. Next up, we have another matchmaking game. This one is called Love Ghosty, and you'll be playing as, you guessed it, a matchmaking ghost. Okay, so that's pretty unique actually. This game is set in a mansion which has 12 residents with unique personalities, each waiting to meet their perfect match. And that's where you come in. As well as matching residents up with their dream dates, you can send them gifts and decorate their rooms. Any resident can be coupled with any other resident, so there are 66 possible combinations, each with their own storylines and cutscenes, so there should be plenty of replayability value. Love Ghosty is due to come to PC in 2024, but if you can't wait, you can check out the demo right now on Steam. Mika and the Witch's Mountain is an upcoming game from Cupid, who also made games such as Summer in Mara and Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara. In this game, you'll play as an aspiring witch called Mika, whose task is to deliver packages while trying to reach the top of a mountain. To make your neighbours happy, you'll need to deliver their packages with no hiccups, without getting it wet or breaking it, for example. As you work, you'll be able to upgrade your broom, which will help you explore the mountain and discover its secrets. You'll also be able to customise your outfit and your broom with cosmetic assets you can unlock as you play. It looks really cute, colourful and fun, and definitely has a unique vibe. Mika and the Witch's Mountain is set to be released on PC and consoles sometime in 2024. Our next game is a 2.5D game inspired by tabletop RPGs, where the characters look like stickers, which I think is really fun. These characters are Balladins, heroes who travel from world to world to entertain the masses. Each Balladin has a unique role to play, as well as their own skills, and, rather than making or breaking the game, your decisions simply lead to different outcomes. I think this should definitely give the game replayability value, and you can play with up to 3 friends, and in true TTRPG style, each playthrough will be unique. What's cool about Balladins is that you can split your gameplay up into 1-hour sessions, so if, like me, you tend to play the same game for hours or even days at a time, it could help you pace yourself. It could also have no effect whatsoever, but it's worth a try. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, there is a dragon. Balladins is due to be released on PC sometime in 2024. Next on the list we have another farming RPG, however in Meatlight and the Secrets of the Universe, instead of inheriting a farm, you've inherited a forge and will take on the role of village blacksmith. You can also farm if you so wish. This game has another unique twist, as your character will discover they have clairvoyant abilities, a skill which you can develop as you explore the world around you. There is a full skill tree, which you can use to develop your foraging, farming, cooking, extraction, trading and building skills. And the goods you craft and trade can range in quality from bad to masterpiece, so be sure to build your skills and use the best tools and materials. As part of the community, you'll be able to befriend NPCs, trade with them and complete quests to help them out. Although the activities in this game do sound pretty standard for the genre, there is an aspect I think sounds really cool, and that is the ability to travel between the everyday realm and the ethereal spirit world, where you'll meet magical beings and find hidden treasures and secrets. Meatlight and the Secrets of the Universe is due to come to PC and consoles during the third quarter of 2024. Soit is a narrative adventure game which is said to be influenced by Coco, among other things, and that alone has me really excited. You play as Miho, who is helping his grandmother make soup. However, each time he enters the pantry, he is pulled into a fantasy land full of quirky characters and fun settings. And every time he returns to his grandma's kitchen, something has changed. I really love that the game is inspired by magical realism and South America, as I think this will be a really unique game that promises to tell a moving and memorable story about families and the things we pass along. As you explore, you'll solve puzzles, complete quests, and unlock songs from a Latin American soundtrack. Soit is due to release on PC and consoles during the second quarter of 2024. Another one from Frozen District, The Constructors allows you to become the owner of a construction company who must design, build and manage a whole neighbourhood. And on top of all that, you'll have to decide how to deal with groups of protesters who interrupt your progress. Your neighbours will be more likely to support you if you choose a sustainable, eco-friendly approach to building a large urban area, which should add an extra level of challenge to your task. It sounds like the game is pretty in-depth, as you'll need to decide details such as what construction materials to use and even what types of light bulbs to use. As you play, you'll need to manage your finances as well, making sure you continue to make enough money to fund more investments, and you'll have competition from other investors. The Constructors is expected to release on PC in early 2024. Next up is a vampire life sim where you play as Brocula. I think it's pronounced like that because it's like you're Dracula but you're broke. Correct me if I'm wrong. A vampire who awakes from a 500-year slumber to find himself totally skint. You'll need to take part-time jobs at local businesses such as the garage, coffee shop and restaurant to earn enough money to not only survive, but to rebuild your dilapidated castle as well. And speaking of your castle, you'll need to claim it back from the town's mayor. I really like the idea of taking an ancient vampire and just throwing him completely unprepared into the modern capitalist world. I think it could be really fun. And as well as the usual life sim activities like fishing, you'll also need to start a cult, as well as exploring the forest dungeon. Brocula is set to be released on PC on March 27th, 2024, and you can pick up the free demo on Steam right now. Zoo Simulator is, as I'm sure you'd imagine, a zoo simulator, but I think it's giving off a completely different vibe to games like Planet Zoo. You'll start off with a neglected, run-down zoo, which you'll need to clean up and restore using tools like welders and pressure washers. Make your zoo inhabitable for your choice of animals, giving each species everything they need to thrive. And once you've built your zoo, you'll need to manage it, which in fairness does sound like Planet Zoo, but the gameplay mechanics look more house builder-esque to me. Keep your animals safe and happy to attract visitors to the zoo, and as the business grows, expand by bringing in more animals and more facilities and attractions for the visitors. Zoo Simulator is expected to release on PC sometime in 2024. Farlands is a pixel art farming sim where you've bought an entire planet at a very low price, which isn't suspicious at all. As well as building your homestead, you'll be able to explore other planets where you'll meet a variety of NPCs and collect resources to help you improve your farm and upgrade your ship. You might also want to look into why you were practically given a whole planet for free. Is there more to this planet than meets the eye? I enjoy the premise of this game, but judging by the trailer, the aesthetic kind of looks like a regular farming sim, but with more of a purple and blue colour scheme. And although you can see that you're not farming earthly crops, I feel like they could have done more to make the setting really unique and interesting. This doesn't mean it won't be a good game, but it doesn't stand out to me as much as some of the other games on this list. Farlands is due to release on PC sometime in 2024. Another pixel art farming sim coming in 2024 is Dreaming Isles. And in this game you play as a character who has been shipwrecked on a desolate island. This in itself isn't a particularly unique premise, but the game claims to combine the farming sim genre with high seas adventure. You can either choose to bring peace and prosperity, or you can become a pirate, so I know which one I'm choosing. What's interesting about this game is that the crops you farm can be used as ammo to fight off foes as you explore. You can befriend and even romance the locals, or maybe not if you go down the pirate route. If you fancy giving this one a go, there's a free demo on Steam right now, and the full game is due to release on PC sometime in 2024. The next game on the list is another farming RPG, but in this one you play as Lily, who is searching for her missing sister, Melanie. Your search leads you to the mysterious land of Everhold, and although the place is new to you, everyone there seems to know you and be aware of your quest to find your sister. On top of the usual activities like raising animals, fishing and foraging, you'll also need to uncover the secrets of Everhold by exploring its dangerous dungeons. To win over the locals and learn their secrets, you'll need to earn their trust by completing quests for them, with the ultimate aim of finding your sister and bringing her home. I'm intrigued by the story of this game, as I think some farming sims lack a good, gripping story to set them apart from other similar games. We all love a good mystery, so hopefully this one will be worth getting our teeth stuck into. Everhold is set to come to PC sometime in 2024. Tales of Seikyu is yet another farming sim, and in this one you'll be renovating and running an inn. There are a few things that interest me about this game. Firstly, according to the Steam description, you arrive with your friend Con, so I'm interested to know what role, if any, Con plays in both the story and the gameplay. It also sounds like there are some really interesting characters to meet in Seikyu, such as the former mafia boss who now cherishes peace at his beloved dock. I really think that having interesting NPCs can make any game, especially a farming sim where you can really get to know them. There is also a maze of puzzles where you can obtain masks that allow you to shapeshift, giving you abilities such as flight. And on top of all that, Seikyu is said to be a haven for legendary creatures. Not much is said about these creatures, so I'm intrigued to know what kind of species they are and what kind of relationship we can have with them. Tales of Seikyu is expected to release on PC sometime in 2024. Our next game has a simple but unique concept. It's an inventory management auto-battler. So what you do is build up a backpack full of items that you will then take into battle against other players. I know that PvP and cozy don't necessarily usually go together, but in this case I think they do. Firstly because as an auto-battler, I expect that the combat won't be quite as stressful as regular PvP combat. And secondly, because there are both ranked and casual modes, and in both of those modes there are no timers. You can choose from various classes to play as, and obviously each of those comes with its own advantages. And of course your main concern will be the items you fill your backpack with. You can craft items and you can also combine them with other items to make them stronger. It even matters how you arrange them in your backpack. I just think this looks really interesting and I love the aesthetic, so if you agree, I suggest you put this on your wishlist now, as it will be released in early access on PC on 8th March 2024. You can even download the demo from Steam and try it for free right now. Last year there was a lot of excitement about cozy MMOs like Palea, which is already out, and Loftier, which is in development. And it looks like in 2024 there'll be a new kid on the block in the shape of World Shards, a sandbox life sim MMO RPG. World Shards is set in a fantasy world made up of flying islands, much like a Loft, which we talked about earlier in this video. The game is all about exploring the ancient world, fighting against invaders called the Wargs, and building your home. There's an emphasis on crafting, which of course means collecting resources, and you'll also have puzzles to solve and quests to complete. You can also recruit Meowcles, the local NPCs, to help keep things ticking over at your base while you're out exploring. There are various professions to choose from, such as farmer, warrior or cook. Much like Palea, World Shards is designed so that it can be played entirely solo, if that's your style, but playing with others should enhance your experience. World Shards is due to release on PC in early access sometime in 2024. Time to Morp is all about taking care of these adorable little creatures called Morps. It's a sandbox colony sim for 1 to 4 players with an emphasis on automation. The Morps can help you build, gather resources and explore the world, which has multiple different biomes, each with their own unique resources and secrets. As you explore, you'll find not just new resources but new species as well. Unlock the technology to make zip lines for faster travel, as well as tools for automation. There is of course a story to uncover. You and a crew have been brought to this strange new world by an SOS signal that you need to investigate. The Morps are really cute, with an art style that resembles ooblets, although the gameplay looks very different. Time to Morp is expected to release early 2024 on PC, and you can request access to the playtest on Steam now. So there we have it, another 30 upcoming cozy games for your 2024 wishlist. Be sure to check out the first video on the left if you haven't already, or check out some of the best cozy games of 2024 in the video on the right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with more cozy games.